Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, we have returned to Hyola Town and reunited with all our friends. This time a good reuniting. Most of them are our friends anyway. There is that winged fellow over there who led the attack against Ring, and, well, didn't really lead it, but certainly helped with it. Not really sure why he's here, but that's not what is being talked about right now. At this moment, we are trying to figure out what the deal with Fury is, because he seems to be wanting to bring about the Geiken, even without my help. And now we're trying to figure out what sort of pattern clues us into the fact. Although I just think it's pretty obvious from the conversations we had with them. Based on the collected findings Daphnis had compiled for the Uniters to study, I began to notice that the Acolytes are purely interested in areas involving nature and destruction. And it occurred to me that the philosophies utilized by these cultists are in perfect tandem with those of the wandering philosopher Salvatore. Mom, I don't think anyone knows what you're talking about. I do. Salvatore was someone who wandered the plains surrounding Lake Verus many years ago, developing a theory that nature and destruction are inherently connected. It was called the philosophy of duality. Where there was nature, destruction was sure to follow. The more beautiful, the more devastating the result. However, the theory is that the opposite is true as well. This is all very familiar. I think somebody told me this before. Or maybe it was in a book. I think it was in a book. This is why I suspect that it's possibly more likely that Fury intends to unleash a single Geiken rather than the trio. Trio? I thought there were 4 of them. The Geiken of destruction, then, is what he's after. Apocalypse. Does anyone disagree with this? I should probably mention this part, yeah. Fury wanted to kill me and send me to Dark Isle. Aha! Then it's confirmed. Without the Cold Rod giving Apocalypse permission to enter, Fury's ultimate goal is doomed. So, besides the Cold Rod's permission, does Fury need anything else? Yes, actually. Apocalypse won't be enticed to enter, even if it is allowed to, unless the world is plunged into complete chaos. Or at least the designated landing area. Ooh. And there is the situation with Batari kind of having the same goal, sending things into chaos, for the sake of enticing the Geiken to arrive. I wonder if Batari and Fury know each other. So, Ring? Seems to be that way, Placing himself in the heart of Pleius, surrounded by his acolytes, Varkin's mercenaries, and the Trier. One would need to start a war just to get to him. So this could have been prevented had it not been for you and Varkin. Possibly. So to stop him, all we really need to do is just sneak into the castle and subdue him, right? Subdue? How nice of you. Here I was thinking we'd just kill him or something. But yes, we would need to avoid attention from all of his minions. Then we have a problem. Oh? And what would that be? Yes, this. Batari means to start a war. Batari? Are you referring to the leader of the Urak? so it would seem. We've all had our suspicions, something Varkin and I have been trying to avoid for quite a while now. Daphnis has been very intent on taking the Sari Islands by force. It is likely she is preemptively removing any chance of that. Not quite, no. She's always had a troubling life. Is it for revenge, then? No. You know, technically it is this top one. No reason. Because she couldn't understand the reason why Karen and Drake were trying to raise her as this hero, and why she became like the leader of Urateeth. And she figures that life is just random and she's gonna play along with it, even if it means summoning the Geiken, because that's random too. That is ultimately her reasoning. So yeah, she has no reason. Indeed. What in the world does that mean? On the cusp of adulthood, she woke up one day to discover that she possessed the ability to summon creatures from other planes of reality. Or perhaps just one. Dark Isle. She was the one who shepherded the Urak in from their world and created Urateeth. Over time, though, her mind was lost. I recently found her in the underbelly of Ring, plotting to send the Urak to its gates. Oh, so you've seen her. She was in Ring? Why? How did she even get in? Well, this brings us neatly to Zarnaya. Wonderful. What does the Queen have to do with all of this? From what Perrin tells me, she's the one who ultimately closed off Ring. Why? If I understand correctly, it was to ensure Betari. Your Queen has a few issues of her own. I can attest to this. In the brief exchanges I've had with her, it was apparent that much of her life is unresolved. That still doesn't explain why she closed Ring off. If she wanted to keep Betari in, why not just imprison her? It was for a game. One explanation later. I'm sorry that it's difficult for me to believe that. Finding it hard to believe as well. I doubt he's lying. No, I know. It's just... these are pretty serious accusations, you know? Yet truthful. Varkin and I have been trying to remove these people from their thrones, remember? They are plaguing Plius. But what's her endgame? What's all of this for? Yeah, that is it. She wants to summon Exodus. We learned that in one of the quote-unquote simulations. Summon what now? Is Exodus another Geiken? The Geiken of the Unknown. Interesting theory. Okay, hold on. We went from her closing the gates to summoning a Geiken? Why? Where did you get this information? Alright, so, we were in Cardigan's temple, and there was this simulation. I've never been to the temple itself, but I have studied the teachings of Cardigan. It is likely the simulations present within were true and displayed these truths. But we're saying that Zarnaya was the one who brought the Legion in, not Arkan. This all seems unbelievable. I mean, I just barely understand Fury's reason to bring Apocalypse in. What in the world was Zarnaya have to gain from summoning the Geiken of the Unknown? Does it matter? What do you mean? Regardless of why she does, if this is true, she needs to be stopped. Oh, I wouldn't try that. Sorry, the Geiken's arrival is an inevitability. Why is that such a hard word? Yeah, I don't buy that. Here, here. If people are required to bring the Geiken in, then they can be stopped. People can be stopped. If you say so. So, with all that said, is there anything else we should discuss? Well, I was going to say, why are you here? But I guess we need to come up with a game plan. Perhaps we should allocate the rest of the evening towards resting and allowing our conversation here to settle. As mentioned, Perrin just arrived. Being hasty will only prevent progress. That sounds contradictory, but sure. You're right. Okay then, everyone. We'll reconvene tomorrow. For now, just take a break. And Perrin, since pretty much all of the houses outside were taken, the only bed we have available is the one upstairs in the room on the left. What? Ew, the girls' room? No! No! That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Great. So I feel like I should have tried to keep all of that meeting in one episode. But I kind of wanted to get on with the conversation and the reunion, because I'm sure you all were waiting on that. Hello, darling. Don't worry, I don't blame you for Varkin's death or anything. He knew the risks. Why are you here? Well, given that we share a common enemy, I figured I would pool my own expertise and resources with your own and help the greater good. That's been, after all, the entire point of Varkin's and my excursion. I also came bearing gifts. You'll notice by the stairway the statue you likely used to enter the Altenken back in Urateath. Yeah, kind of. Probably could put it to good use, Maybe drop it on Fury's head. I don't know. I gave him everything I had and he was completely immune to it. But that's still a fun thought. Do you happen to know what happened to Drake? Oh, we fought, shed tears, then boom. Flash of light and Drake's gone. He teleported? Oh, wait, I skipped a step. Oh, we fought, Drake died, shed tears, then boom. Flash of light and Drake's gone. That is a very important detail you missed. Same with that silver-haired fellow. In fact, I think it was me who teleported. Didn't even know I could do that. I wanted to ask you about Karen. What exactly happened? Well, I'm gonna tell you everything I know because I am the sort of person who does not like to leave things left unsaid. I want things explained. And video games have a habit of not explaining things. I aims to counter that because I have the power to be the explainer. She brought me to Kotigan's temple. Okay, but why? She kind of wanted to empower me. Empower you? What for? I don't know. I see. Strange. Get some rest while you can. It might also be good to let everyone know how you're doing and what's going on. I guess we don't need to ask about Vater anymore. By the way, while I have the chance, I'm gonna ask about that. Or type that out. Write his name down. There is... Oh, what's the word I want to use here? Untrustworthy winged dude. How did you meet Drake? I assumed you guys were brothers. Well, now I'm curious. Ah, did he tell you I was adopted? No, but now I know what the question is for. Well, not by his parents, of course. I never knew them. I was a kid then, so my memories are vague, but I do remember Lawrence helping out once in a while. Apparently, I was sick. Drake felt sorry and took me to him. After that, I grew attached and he took me in. Alright. Hey, Lunchbox. Hello. I'm probably going to go watch the lake outside of town for a bit. You're welcome to join me if you'd like. Alright. I'll just be a minute. So will I. Give me a chance to finish talking with everybody. In fact, I'm gonna save here. It doesn't respond to your touch. I probably need one of those hexagram orb things. No. No. No, it's not the pedestal that it's not this thing that teleports me. It's one of those table things. This just made the teleport thing active, I guess. Hello again, Perrin. I'm not want to be petty, so I will assume you have a good reason not to inform me of everything prior to the discussion back in East Desert. I'm more of a stowaway here. I can understand and respect that. Seriously, I don't remember what repaying need to be done. But whatever it is, I'm not going to push at it. Ah, welcome back, Perrin. The others were worried about you. Unfortunately, I was preoccupied by other matters to inform them that you were obviously alive and well. How is Jaren doing? Unwell. It's occurred to me that I've been utterly useless in this whole journey. I've been captured twice, and my family lies indisposed. I've contributed nothing. How fitting. No, whine away. Anyway, you're here with us now, though. So it would seem. Oh yeah, that's who Lawrence is. People have been talking about Lawrence, and I couldn't really remember. Lawrence is Vincent's dad. Someone's drunk. Okay, so do I go to sleep or do I head out for the sake of because of the witchy girl? I've not been given adequate time to weigh the pros and cons of this decision. Really? Kinda surprising, Mom. Especially since I've been asking you about it for years. Throughout those years, it has been nothing more than a whimsical and fleeting line of thought, one I'd hope would be replaced with understanding the benefits of remaining... This is really touching and all, but stalling isn't going to change my mind. I know I'm ready. That is an incorrect mindset to possess. We may speak of this later. For now, I must speak with Perrin about the coming journey. Oh. Okay. If you would, Perrin. We need to discuss your journey to Snowtop. No, I gotta ask, what was that about? I may have broached the subject of my 10-year pilgrimage across the vast What? That is a word I've never seen before. I may have broached the subject of my 10-year pilgrimage across the vast taigas of Snowtop with you in the past. Like all spiritual journeys, it was meant to create an impervious bond with the spirits that molded this world into what we see today. An expedition leading to an awakening, if you will. Zamul wishes to make that same journey. You're against it? For selfish reasons. At the start of my quest, I became acquainted with a man who shared the same worldview as I did. Predictably, fondness grew. We are social creatures, requiring connectivity with each other so that the inevitable void of death is not so encumbering. Among other less dire reasons, of course. Eventually, this man would become Zamul and Quetzal's father. But as time waxed, my love for this man waned. As I transcended, I received deeper universal comprehension in place of the base emotions natural to humankind. And eventually, the love I held for my daughters fell to the wayside as well. I contemplated the reason for my hesitance for either of them to make the same journey as I did. And I concluded that it is their love for me that I am attempting to hold on to. Will this allow me to return to humanity? No, I don't think so. Or perhaps due to the natural fear of death, I still yearn for human connections. If they love me, then I may still think of myself as human. Well, I'm not going to ask why tell me all this, because I asked for this information. And this top line kind of goes without saying. Now then, as you are likely aware by now, the frigid lands to the south are collectively known as Snowtop. Many years ago it was located to the north, and the Canis Highlands, our current location, was in the south. What transpired to cause this change has been given a moniker, the Northern Event. The catastrophe decimated much of the land and its inhabitants. You've met the majority of its survivors. The primary cause is known only to Aras, the violet goddess, and the progenitor of air, wind, and the skies above. The Kolra's purpose is to bring the Geiken to our world, but you have been given a way to possibly subvert this, awakening the four goddesses. This much you already know. However, Aras has assured me that you do not understand the full truth behind the Northern Event and the meaning behind your purpose. No, I can assure you of that myself. I have no idea what's going on. This is why it is imperative that you make your meeting with Aras top priority. If this truth is integral to stopping the Geiken and saving the world, then I do not need to specify its importance. I was assured salvation was futile. Stopping the arrival of the Geiken is futile. Saving the world, perhaps, is not. Snowtop is a land in isolation. Forgo choosing to make the trek the same, and you should be better for it. You are fortunate to have found any allies at all, especially those so dedicated to aiding you. I am unsure how far you would be able to continue in their absence. I have faith in you, Colrod Perrin. I should follow her. I was right, though. Leaving the building kind of helped with that. Alright, saving again, just in case resting in here progresses the plot. The door is locked for some reason. Well, I'm not going to be resting. That's a shame. I'm betting the bed in there would have been cushy. Either that or it would have poisoned me like it did Mira, rather. Well, I'm actually going to pause that there, because I thought that I was just going to be walking outside to have the music change for the sake of this break that we are about to go on. But instead, I guess I'm pausing the cutscene. That's okay. Anyway, we'll be right back. Oh, by the way, in case you were wondering, or observant I should say, I am now wearing glasses. In actuality, I've always been wearing glasses, I just haven't been depicting it in any of my art because, well, having glasses on top of a raccoon mask, not really something that... It's kind of messy looking. But yeah, I wear glasses, and now that my face is a little bit more plain, you can finally see them. And yes, I am still continuing to not wear pants. Especially now that I'm a skunk. They would kind of get in the way.